What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and here is Game 3 between Bottom and EG, henceforth known as PB and EG. This is from AbsoluteArena King of the Hill. As you can see on top right now, PB are the kings of the hill, and EG, they don't want to keep it like that. They're right now 2-0 over PB. A shocking development. But the ban's pretty standard. PB banning out Lycan and Enigma, who both got in the draft last round. They didn't get banned out, and EG picked them both up and had some pretty big success with them. PB were pretty good about going into the jungle and trying to shut down the Lycan. They did that for the first 10-ish minutes of the game, but then after that Lycan managed to find him some space, and then that's where Lycan really excels at finding space and then farming the crap out of that space. PB is going to pick up their Darkseer once again, played by sneaking last game. He did a lot of lane cutting, but I don't know if it was fully effective. I mean, he definitely held the hard lane, so I'll give him that. But outside of that, he wasn't really the largest contributor to the teams, because EG was simply too big at that point. EG also banning out the Lone Druid, which is something that Aoi has played in this set and had some pretty good success with. Shrek and Invoker being the picks for Evil Geniuses. Shrek was played by Universe in Game 1, and although he was a support, the Shrek, he still did a ton of damage and got a lot of items up. Invoker was played in all 3 games, as well he should be, because he's so versatile. He went for, he went for Wex all 3 games, so got a lot of the EMP goodness, and EG's Invoker play was pretty devastating. Got an Aghanim Scepter once he hit that level 4 Invoke, and then just dropped down all the spells all the time. Dealt so much damage to Bottom, who's their fight picking, their positioning in the fights was like near the Roshan pit, so they're all clumped up in a line, so that's not what you want to have happen against an Invoker who has Tornado, EMP, Deafening Blast, Meteor, all that stuff. PB picking up Rubik once again, and the Chen, who I believe wasn't banned definitely wasn't picked in the past few games. I don't think he was banned either. So PB is going to try something a little bit different, which is kind of what they need to do against EG, not having a good time. Brewmaster, who is also banned out actually for the past 2 games, is going to see some action here as well. That will give EG a lot of mid-game. That split will allow the Brewmaster to be kind of reckless and really crash into the front, and at the same time Invoker and the Shrek will have a lot of magic damage coming out constantly. That's the thing with those 2 heroes. They're not, fire and forget heroes someone like Lina, who usually just unleashes all her stuff and then dies. Leshrac and Invoker could unleash a steady stream of damage, not only magical damage, you also got the physical from mixed physical. It's physical for all intents and purposes. It's physical for this point I'm trying to make. Coming out from the Leshrac, plus the physical damage coming out from the Invoker. If he decides to go Exort, probably won't, might, doesn't really matter. But either way, he will have a lot of magical damage coming out from both of these heroes. There's a steady stream of damage coming out there. PB, they already have their support hero, they already have their long lane, they already have their jungle. So what they need right now is, they would like a Morphling, I'm sure. But they need someone to hold down the mid lane. Brewmaster or Invoker could possibly go there, so either way, they would have to be prepared for that. They could lane someone with the Rubik and have the Chen in the jungle. I doubt they're going to try that Pugna strategy again. In my opinion, didn't pan out for them at all. Although in this game, I don't know, if you could somehow get the Nether Ward down beforehand, it could do a lot of damage. A lot more so than in last game. PB banning out the Shadow Demon, making sure Evil Geniuses don't get the support. If they ban out Shadow Demon, if they ban out another support such as Venomancer, they could force the Leshrac's hand and make him go support. Although we also, at least I saw how well that worked out for EG in the first game. So I'm sure even if PB ban out the support and EG says, okay, Leshrac, you have to go support, Universe is going to snap that up and then just run away with it, just like he did in the first game. PB needs someone to deal damage. Right now they're all pretty damage light. All the heroes not really known as right clickers or as real spellcasters. A lot of utility coming out, A lot of defensive capabilities also. And they are going to ban out the Venomancer, so Leshrac most likely going to be seen as a supporter. PB, once again, would be pretty good, in my opinion, to pick up someone like a Queen of Pain, like a Storm Spirit, so that Fear doesn't get into Storm Spirit again and just wreck everyone. I don't think Storm Spirit will fit into their lineup this time, so they don't have to worry about that. But PB needs that mid lane. Rubik can do that if they want to pick up another support. And they also need someone who could actually use the farm, because right now all three heroes not really farm reliant, or even if they do get farm, they don't really get that much more powerful with it. EG on the other hand, they have some pretty good pushing coming out from Leshrac already. They of course need their support, which is why PB banned out the Shadow Demon as well as the Venomancer. They could go for someone like a CM Brewmaster or Lich Brewmaster, both pretty good heroes if you want to have a decent kill lane, as well as the ward coverage and the and not to mention the denies if you pick up a Lich. Either way, the double slows will make a very potent lane, and Dragon Knight being banned out once again from EG, knowing that PB would like to lane the Rubik with a pretty hard carry with that Chen to support from the jungle as well. They're really forcing PB's hand. They still do have a lot of options though. There's Anti-Mage, which is he's Anti-Mage. Pretty good against Brewmaster if you could burn out his mana before he could split. Probably not going to happen, the burning of mana before he splits, because it's really hard to actually get that much attack speed. And by the time you have that much attack speed, Brewmaster's going to have a lot more mana, and then it's just a never-ending cycle of that. But PB, what do they? They still have Spectre. They still have Void. They still have I don't know. They could do something like Tiny and do something like that. They still have a lot of options. But well, there you go. It's Faceless Void. Faceless Void, they're gonna pick over the Anti-Mage. Faceless Void is, of course, I mean, he's one of the best, if not the best, hard carry in the game. If you get a fast Battle Fury on Void, EG, you better watch out. He does contribute a lot more to the team fights with that Chronosphere, as compared to someone like Anti-Mage, who is very much a single target hero, works down one person at a time, Faceless Void. Although he is a very single target hero as well, he can only kill one person at a time. That Chronosphere, if you could lock down, if you kill one person within the Chronosphere and then lock down two others, then that is a successful Chronosphere. But the problem with Faceless Void is that it's a lot easier to gank him, because he doesn't have Blink on such a short cooldown, and if he really wants that reliable escape, he's going to have to put lots of points into that Time Walk, which he doesn't want to do. He'd rather put it into his other skills and leave Time Walk as low as possible, just as an emergency escape mechanism.
Disruptor.
Ooh, Evil Genius is the support pick. Or, I don't know, it might not even be a support pick. With the Disruptor, once again, Bulba played a really sick Disruptor last game. Lanes, they might decide to switch it up again. Invoker pretty much needs a solo lane, though. They could try to run Brewmaster and Leshrac in a side lane, and then try to pick up Enchantress or something like that. That could be a pretty good idea. But Bulba's Disruptors, from what I've seen, very, very fearsome. And if you get that silence off on Faceless Void, oof, it's going to be rough for him. But Faceless Void, once again, compared to Anti-Mage, he is not as good as Flash Farming, because, once again, that's a Time Walk. A lot higher cooldown, a lot more expensive, and it's going to be Death Prophet from PB. Death Prophet most likely going to be holding down the mid lane, but it's kind of an awkward pick. Death Prophet usually seen as a very... What the hell's going on here? Death Prophet is usually a very much push-oriented hero with that ultimate, but in this lineup that PB has, they're not really looking to push. They have a Faceless Void. But Shadow Fiend, wow, Shadow Fiend. When was the last time I saw a Shadow Fiend? That's pretty insane. Shadow Fiend, a couple versions ago, I'm not really sure which one, but he was like the thing to pick up. You would first pick Shadow Fiend all the time, because he's a great flash farmer. He could, even if he gets shut down early, he's gonna find his farm with those Shadow Raises. Not to mention the giant Requiem of Souls that he has. If you catch someone in that, they're pretty much gonna die. But he's really fallen out of favor as of late because he's extremely soft. Anyway, PB We're going to have Tides of Time playing the Rubik. Owie 2000 on the hard carry faces Void, already getting 1 point of Time Walk, if you can play it safe. Sneaking is going to be playing the Darkseer once again. Fogged on the Death Prophet with Way Too Sexy on the Chen. Meanwhile, on the... oh, this is interesting. EG side, we have Ecal Nova. That is actually IX Mike from Team Complexity. Going to be playing Disruptor, so he's going to let Bulba play something else. Universe on the Leshrac. Fear is going to be playing that Brewmaster. Demon on the Shadow Fiend. That, of course, leaves Bulba to the Invoker. So they're really switching up their heroes right now. I'm not sure if... well, you know, it could be a good idea. We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, they won the last 2 games, so clearly the hero selection works well, but maybe... okay, here's what's going to happen.
30 seconds.
The reason why Bulba played the Disruptor last game was because he was soloing mid, and IX Mike is going to be playing a supporting Disruptor, so he's definitely not going to be as influential as last game. Well, then again, it's hard to top anyone's influence last game with that Disruptor play. But he's not going to have as many levels, he's not going to have as much farm, so he's going to be a little bit poorer as far as that goes. Universe is going to help him with that supporting role as well. Demon, solo mid, Shadow Fiend. Some really old school stuff going on here. He's going to be up against the Death Prophet. They're both going for a fast bottle? Yeah, they are. Shadow Fiend has very low starting damage, so if you want to shut down the Shadow Fiend, you got to really start early and then hopefully maintain that. But Death Prophet should be able to lane against Shadow Fiend, no problem. I don't think either of them are going to die to each other. Yeah, let's go for gold per minute. There should be a relatively equal lane once they both get their bottles, of course. Tide of Time on the top lane. Gonna find Bulba, who's already going 1 point quas and getting boots first. This isn't a pub. This is an Invoker going for boots first, and if you're going for fast phase, you might as well do it. Owie's gonna time walk into this, put a little bit more damage onto Bulba. He's not gonna go down though. Not enough disable there, but Owie did get a lot of free time, and Bulba just wanting to duel with Tide of Time. He does have that quas up, but he's not getting any experience, so he's not going to have any more quas. Already sneaking, forced out of the lane by IX Mike. Fear is going to get absolute free farm on the bot lane, just as last game. He's not exactly going to use it as early, I feel like, the farm. Storm Spirit got a very quick Bloodstone, and then was very influential. Brewmaster could still get a very fast Blink Dagger, although then he would be very strapped for mana, and it'll be really hard to maintain an early game, as powerful an early game presence with the fed Brewmaster as it is to keep up an early game presence with a fed Storm Spirit.
Illusion.
Universe doing some double pull action. We see Invoker actually picking up an Illusion Rune, looking towards Fogged. Is there a Cold Snap? He doesn't even have... you gotta watch out, Bulba, because you could die right here, very close to dying. 20 HP, 29 HP. Fogged, level 3, and Invoker only level 1. Level 1 Invoker ganks, not the strongest, because you don't have... You don't have anything. And wow, Universe pulling a triple stack. Very impressive support jungling coming out from this Leshrac. I'm very impressed. He's actually gonna find the invisibility rune, try to deny it to Fogged. Yep, Fogged's gonna be sad about that. Probably gonna force a Bottle Crow. He's gonna want that mana to help keep down the Shadow Fiend, who has a bottle of his own, has a couple of charges of those of the souls stacking up right now. And looks like Way Too Sexy in the jungle is gonna be jungling alongside Sneaking and alongside Tides of Time as well. There's a lot of people in the jungle for the Dire. Sneaking obviously leaving the bottom lane because he knew that nothing would happen if he went there. Just be sitting here all the time, and I don't know what that means, but okay. So he's actually getting something out of this early game phase. If he was on the bot lane still, he would be getting literally nothing, but now, level 2, 400 gold, it's a lot more than he would have gotten otherwise. And now Disruptor and Universe kind of be forced to split their farm, or at least the jungle farm, whatever limited farm that is. Once again, pulling a triple stack, very well timed by Universe. IX Mike not really doing anything on this bot lane. And again, there's nowhere he could really go, because Invoker, like, he can try to help the Invoker, he's only level 1 still. Not looking good for this EG's Invoker. Bulba's getting pressured back by Tides of Time. Whenever he sticks his face out, Rubik only level 1, however, so in that sense they're kind of equal, but for some reason, we do see 4 people up on the top lane. Looks like 3 are going to transfer down to the mid lane. Try to get a kill on Demon. Try to prevent his farm. He already has his boots. Probably going to pick up the magic wand and go for, I don't know, BKB could be a little risky because Faceless Void with that show-stopping ultimate is the 100% anti-BKB ultimate. Blink Dagger might be the business, but there's going to be a dive right here. Tides of Time, and well, everyone is revealed right now. Trying to go for that in Core. It's not going to happen. Demon is going to get telekinesis back into Fog and take a storm, but Tides of Time actually is the first to go down. Tank too many of the tower shots. Demon is going to go down too, but Demon definitely is happy about that. And now, way too sexy with 1 point in lightning. Boom! Lightning struck down by the Disruptor. Right place at the right time. And that dive just really not favoring PB. You don't want to tank this tower. It's not a good idea at all. And they did manage to pick up the Shadow Fiend kill, but they lost one of their own. That also gave Invoker free reign of the top lane. He actually managed to pick up a level 3, which is quite the luxury for this Invoker so far. 1 point of Wex, 1 point of Quas, so he does have Ghost Walk. He's probably not going to die from this gank. He could Ghost Walk in, although he does get levitated. He might get Chain Stunned, yes. Centaur Chain Stun is there, and sneaking with the Ion Shell, picking up that last hit. He can take a couple shots to the tower. They're most likely going to want to put some pressure on this. They do have a Centaur with them. They do have Ion Shell, which could clear the creep wave very quickly. Looks like EG is actually going to respond by a push of their own. Level 3 Edict, a couple of illusions of the Disruptors, and the level 6 Brewmaster will take down the tower at about the same time, I'd say. Well, I guess the top tower is going to fall a little bit sooner. But I think that Bulba is going to be okay with that. No one's going to teleport up there. And the farther they push out these towers, the more room Bulba is going to have. He's going to be a little more vulnerable. But he's also going to be able to get some more levels, try to leech some stuff. Jump in from Owie, level 3 on that time walk. No backtrack at all, so he's going for a very, very aggressive build. And the Midas is up. Tower on the bot lane has fallen, forcing out a fortification. But Universe still has, he doesn't have mana. He will have mana in a little bit, so he could edict this tower down if they want to wait for that. Sneaking, trying to do what he can to pull the creep wave, do all that good stuff to try to improve the tower's lifespan. It's ultimately not going to be much. Is there going to be a Arcane Boots? There we go. Mana for everyone. And they could continue the push, or they could dip back into the jungle and farm. The Hand of Midas is done for Owie, so he's going to be rolling in the dough. 6 minutes in, very quick Hand of Midas on that Faceless Void, and he's out leveling the Invoker by 3 levels. So PB looking good to take this first game if they could keep this Void protected. Well, their first game. Faceless Void is again going for a very aggressive build, so he really needs. He would like to have a hero killer too. Really make that aggressive build worth it. Glimpsing back, sneaking. Not going to catch him in the kinetic field. He's going to run into the jungle area. Way Too Sexy has teleported in. Fogged is here with a haste rune as well as his ultimate. Going to land a split earth, the Universe is, but it's not going to be enough. Right clicks from Chen actually picking up that kill. And Faceless Void, well, I guess I kind of asked for that one. Faceless Void picking up kill on the Invoker. If you're going to get a lot of points in Time Walk and favor Time Lock instead of Backtrack, then you're aiming for kills. And, well, he got a kill, so mission accomplished, I guess. He's going to farm this lane all the day long. Time to time, now finding IX Mike. He's going to pop the kinetic field. He has no mana for a teleportation. He has nothing, really. Now he wants to rotate up there. You could probably just follow him, right click him down, although he doesn't have boots. Whereas IX Mike going to deny himself to creeps. I actually like this move a lot. Or just tank them and then go find a hero to die to. There you go, okay. Disruptor spending all his money, so he has all of his gold is reliable, and then dying to the creeps, getting a fast teleport back to the fountain. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten out of there at all. Not a chance. Universe continuing the support jungling, giving Fear even more time. Phase Boots has been purchased on him. Level 6, now level 7, so not exactly Faceless Void caliber leveling on him. Take a look at the Death Prophet. Let's take a look at everyone's levels. Why not? Shadow Fiend in the mid lane, level 9. Maxed out his Shadow Rays as well as the Soul Stealing Necromastery. He's gonna slip right by Way Too Sexy and sneaking. Demon, that was totally blind also. Just Star Sense coming out from Demon. Dodging that would-be gank. And he does manage to keep a hold of all his souls. He has a lot of base damage at this point, so he's just going to want to farm, get as many kills as he can. Thunderstrike going off onto Sneaking. Getting blocked a little bit by Tides of Time, but he does have a Surge. He's looking for a Disruptor. Not going to happen. They're just going to turn around and I guess go for this tower. Yes, Fog's Death Prophet's ultimate has been popped. Is there level 2 on Witchcraft? So not the most spirits for this level of ultimate, but teleportation in from Fear is going to happen. He instantly gets levitated, forced back. The teleport in from Bulba is here as well. Fog, gotta get out of here. Bulba's tornado is gonna miss. Fog's in the jungle, and Fear walked right past him, but he does have those phase boots, so he can catch up. No, there's actually an invisibility rune on Fog, and they don't have any vision. They're just following the spirits. I don't think this is a very good idea for Fear to breach this. He doesn't have any support. He does have his ultimate, so he's not going to die, but he's also not going to get any kills either, so it's kind of a waste of an ultimate. 4 heroes now here on the EG side, looking towards the mid lane, trying to get a little bit of a push or even a fight with that Brewmaster ultimate, as well as the very powerful, for this point in the game, Shadow Fiend. Fear's just going to end up taking a little bit of damage from that. He has a bottle, so he'll be fine. 2 charges left on that. And Bulba has transitioned back to the top lane, trying to get a little bit more experience. Level 6 Invoker isn't very impactful to the game at all, especially since Aoi could just time walk onto him and then just club him to death. And that mace looks kind of weird. It looks like a fairy wand. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, okay, whatever. I've been looking at so many items now. All like the ordinary stuff seems so boring. Fear just taking up the Ion Shell. He does not give any shits, and he's going for a stacked clap build. It kind of makes sense, I guess. You don't really need the dodge from Drunken Brawler just yet, because the Faceless Void isn't going to be doing much at all. And well, he will need to get those up to counter that Faceless Void. If you could get the Drunken Haze on the Faceless Void before he pops his Chronosphere, and then get him to pop his Chronosphere, well, he's going to be very sad, because he's not going to be doing any damage at all. Death Prophet's ultimate does go through Chronosphere. You could like attack people with your spirits through that, I believe. I might be wrong. I am pretty sure I'm right though. So that is a pretty solid combo there with those spirits, and just free damage. Let your spirits wail on them. Demon is going to head back towards the mid lane. Going to get Telekinesis. Going to get a lot of damage from these right clicks. Fade Bolt and no Crypt Swarm actually from Fogged. Crypt Swarm and a couple more right clicks would have been able to take down that kill, but with Fear teleporting in, they did not want to push it. Very smart on them. Aoi continuing to free farm the top lane. EG, don't let Aoi free farm. AL learned that the hard way in their series against PB, and they lost because they're not the kings of the hill. Seems to be a very relatively tame game. Let's actually take a look at the gold graph and how that's going. It's actually very much in favor of EG, with 1-2 towers down versus only 1. That would explain where much of this gold comes from. I would think the farm would also kind of reflect that. Yeah, EG, 2 heroes leading the way as far as farm goes, but then they do have 2 people at the bottom to kind of balance that out. Now looking towards Fogged in the mid lane, possibly. No, they're going to ignore. No, they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. They're going to go for Fogged. Blink in, clap from Fear. Telekinesis, no, Kinetic Field, blocking down the Death Prophet. Brewmaster with the right clicks, taking that easy kill. And now Fear with Haste Rune and Blink Daggers, very deadly ganking force. Bulba trying to get more done on this lane, but the time walk in from Aoi, instant tornado trying to delay him up. Chronosphere is going to get dropped, but not in the range of the tower, so a little bit of mistake from Aoi. He's going to take a lot more damage than he should have. Regardless, they are going to take down Bulba. Aoi might be in a little bit of danger. No, there we go. Sneaking, pulling a beautiful maneuver. Taking the aggro from the Faceless Void and taking up those tower shots, saving his buddy's life. Ties his time in the meantime. Just going to get killed by a whole squad of EG people. And now Fear with that haste rune wants more. He's going for Wake to Sexy Clap and a Kinetic Field going to hold him in place. Hand of God has been popped off, but it's not enough to help him. Fog is here looking towards Universe or IX Mike. He is going to lay down Static Storm. He can do a little bit of damage. Universe is teleporting out, and IX Mike is going to be exactly that. He's going to be the one to take a fall. Demon is going to run to Sneaking along with Fear. Sneaking has got to be careful. He's going to surge himself out of there. Ties of Time is here as well. Telekinesis onto Fear, bringing him closer, but he's going to pop off his ultimate. I don't think they knew it was still up, or they might have. Either way, it is now going to go on Ties of Time. Rock going to stun him. Shadow Fiend with the raise is going to be going to pick up that Rubik kill. Now Fog's going to take not much damage at all from that ultimate. That was actually kind of weird how it didn't do anything. Fog is taking a lot of damage regardless. Blink clap once again from Fear. And you know how I said that it wasn't going to be as impactful as Storm Spirit? I'm totally wrong. Aui's going to try to go for Demon. No Lucky Bashes there, so he's going to teleport out. Fear trying to run away. He does have a Blink Dagger in a little bit, but sneaking with that Iron Shell is just going to stick on him. I don't think Fear, well, he could. The Surge ran out. Not enough mana for a Blink, and yeah, Fear's just going to walk out of there. 302. Somewhere in that, EG managed to lose their Courier. Not exactly sure where that happened, but that is going to make PB equalize the gold just a little bit. Although they've lost 3 towers and they've only taken 1 of their own. EG have just been really good about pushing towers this entire series, sneaking getting sent back in time to time, heading towards the top lane, but along with the Death Prophet, Fog tried to defend against Bulba, who's only level 7. He only got 1 level in this whole time. Wow. He's going to be hurting for levels. Faceless Void already level 11. Going for a Black King Bar? I mean, like, well, yeah, okay. Usually you don't see a Black King Bar first for Faceless Void players because, well, if you're in the Chronosphere, you're supposed to not be taking any damage. That's like the reasoning behind, or part of the reasoning behind a Mask of Madness first pickup. But with that Black King Bar, it will protect him from pretty much everyone in EG. Now Fog going to get initiated upon by Fear. 2 huge crits by that Brewmaster. Holy crap. That damage. With no damage items, only phase boots. Well, I guess, okay, double damage. Double damage is okay at dealing damage. It makes you do approximately, yeah, double. And now EG with 4 people on the top lane, gonna take their tier 1 on the top. They looks like PB not interested in defending. I don't think they could even defend if they wanted to. Distract that Edict, picking up that kill, going for a fast Bloodstone. It's not gonna be as fast as Fear's Storm Spirit's Bloodstone, but then again, that's pretty hard to emulate. Brewmaster's going to go for Vlad's. Not going to help his allies that much as far as the lifesteal goes, but still, when you're in that Primal Split form, you might as well try to make them as strong as possible. Most likely, it's going to be a Vlad's pickup into a, whatchamacallit, Aghanim Scepter pickup. And that will make his ultimate just completely devastating. Tide of Time, you are so dead. Blink clap from Fear. EMP is going to pop Tide of Time. No, it's actually a giant crit coming after the Brewmaster. Critical strikes. Luck base, but they will screw your face over. Aoi getting a 3-man Chronosphere with the Ion Shell on him. He gets glimpsed back, however, and a Static Storm Kinetic Field. Beautiful play by IX Mike. Going to hold off everyone from PB from helping Aoi. Split is going to happen from the Brewmaster. Going to go onto Way Too Sexy Tornado. Going to hit a whole lot of people. 3 heroes hit by that. Death Prophet has picked up Distract, and Hand of God has popped out. Way Too Sexy trying to save himself. But the Pandas are still here. Another rock going to work him over and just do 1 more hit. Invoker sneaking that last right click in. Gets silenced by the Death Prophet. And Panda's going to go take a fall for the Faceless Void. So Faceless Void is going to be very happy about that. No, it's actually going to be a Maelstrom on that Faceless Void. He's going to go for Bulba next. Does he have a Time Walk? He doesn't even need it, I don't think, but there it is anyway. Death Prophet with the Crypt Swarm picking up that kill. 3 for 1 in favor of PB. They managed to hold their tower, and more importantly, they managed to get a couple of kills and assists on the Faceless Void. Has picked up a Maelstrom, which is very interesting. Usually you would, well, in pubs, I don't really, yeah, the Faceless Void isn't picked up enough in pro games to have a really cutter build. With that, the Tandem Minus, you could get a, I mean, okay, the thing with Maelstrom is that it does increase your damage a lot, but it mostly increases your damage with once you get a lot of attack speed, and that's because you upgrade it into a Mjolnir. But Faceless Void usually would like to go for a Butterfly for attack speed, and I don't know. It kind of conflicts, but it also, at the same time, does make some sort of sense. And Aoi is Aoi. There's also that to consider. You got this relatively similar build on the Lone Druid, and he's not going to get the Hyperstone. Maybe he's just going to hold the Maelstrom just for a little bit of early game damage. Like if you do go for an aggressive build on that Faceless Void, I guess it makes sense to get as much early game damage as you can, but in that case, I think something even cheaper, such as a Medallion, would be very useful for him. Medallion would also increase the damage of Fogged also, so that would be a really good pickup, actually. Regardless, Shisho-chan is going to get picked up by PB. Fear has jumped in trying to steal it, but he's unsuccessful in doing so. Chen with the Test of Faith, blasting him down. The Panda's sent back to the grave once again. Faceless Void has picked up the Aegis, 2,400 gold on him. I don't know, I guess he could get both. Get Butterfly as well as the Chain Lightning, Mjolnir. Help him push, and will help him pretty much just dominate anyone who's caught in the Chronosphere. Assuming he doesn't get glimpsed back, because that was pretty devastating. You don't want to waste a millisecond of that Chronosphere. Bulba teleporting down to the bot lane, has a glove of haste for some reason. Don't know what he's going to be making out of that, but this tower is taking a ton of damage. There's nothing Bulba could do about this, and this tower's going to go down. Now 3,100 gold for PB, smoke going off, but instantly canceled on Tides of Time. He should have noticed something. Oh, Bulba, you lucky bastard. Tides of Time is the only one who's not smoked up, and now EG looking for a fight. They do have the Panda ultimate up. Not much mana on Universe. Panda, where did you go? Oh, he just blinked. He blinked the wrong way. EG was looking for a fight, even without Demon there. Has a Manta style now, so not going for that initiation kind of build that Shadow Fiends go 9 out of 10 times, going straight for damage. So they want Shadow Fiend to be a right clicker. And he's actually going to buy a straight up Shadow Blade. This is opening a whole new can of worms. Shadow Blade versus BKB versus Blink Dagger. It's been debated a million times. And now people are going to be like, oh, well, Shadow Blade picked up by EG's Demon in the game against PB, and it worked well, or it didn't work well, and this is why it's better. Oh, God. Why would you do this? Just get the Blink Dagger, get the thing that everyone seems to think is better, but now you can have opponents of Shadow Blade being, oh, he picked it up. Assuming he does well, they're going to be like, oh, he picked it up, but if he doesn't do well, then everyone's going to be like, oh, get the Blink Dagger, and, oh, God. Demon, why? You're doing bad things right now. Alright, Brewmaster. Point booster going for that Aghanim Scepter, and lots of people from PB looking to push. They do have that Chronosphere, I think. Yes, they do. Faceless Void has purchased up something big. It's a straight up BKB, so he is going for that BKB. Huh. Hammers everywhere. Mithril hammers everywhere. BKB Maelstrom, he'll be very safe. Glimpse proof. Once he drops down that Chronosphere, if he catches a couple people off, he could pretty much kill anyone, I feel. And what the hell, Bulba? Getting a 20-minute Hand of Midas. Okay, so I think EG want to play this for the long haul, and Tides of Time just got annihilated by Demon. Okay. Must have just got caught off with the double damage, as well as Shadow Blade. Like 3 hits is all you really need for a Rubik at this point in the game. Plus the extra damage from Shadow Blade. You know, it's a giant crit. Oh no, he knows way too sexy is there. Is he going to pop anything? Is he just going to work over his trolls? Going to take one out. And there's a team fight going on. I completely missed the fear. Blinking in and Clap, trying to go for Owie, instantly splits. And Owie, where is the Chronosphere? He's actually silenced, popping off the BKB, looking for IX Mike, but Shadow Fiend in the meantime, picking up Death Prophet, Brewmaster picking up Chen. And Disruptor is going to be the first one to fall for EG. Bulba does have his Ghost Walk, so he could be pretty much safe. But Shadow Fiend picking up another kill on that Darkseer. Only Tides of Time and Owie are alive. Telekinesis onto the Shadow Fiend, stunning him. Stunning Fear, actually. Owie's very slow, but he is going to run away from this. See if he could actually stick on. No, he's actually going the complete wrong way. Owie's going to escape from this, but 4 for 3 in favor of EG. Had such a brilliant fight. And I was following the Faceless Void the entire time because I wanted to see a Chronosphere. I did see it, but it wasn't the best. It caught 2 heroes who already used all their stuff. It's not really going to help you that much at all. This tower's not taking a lot of damage from Demon. Owie going to time walk in, going for Demon. Net going to get slanted a little bit. Fear clapping before he tries to run away. He doesn't have any more mana left. He does now have enough for a Blink Dagger and a Tornado coming out from the Evoker. Going to buy him enough time to blink out of there, or at least teleport out of there. Or, yeah, there you go. He's going to get away. From PB looking for a straggler. They're not going to find anyone. So Owie did use that Chronosphere, but the positioning from EG a little bit too good. If you could position yourself so that Chronosphere can catch at max 2 people, well, it's pretty good positioning that you have there. And I still don't know why this Invoker got this Hand of Midas this late. It's going to take so long for him to pay that back. Usually, I think it's like 12 minutes. Is that the mark? 12 minutes? If you get it by 12 minutes, then that's fine. If not, skip it. But I suppose what he really wants is just more experience. or he's going to depend on his team to take this into the super late game. And if that does, they're gonna wish they didn't, because Owie's face is a faceless void. Static Storm, Kinetic Field now gonna go off onto Chen as well as Owie for a little bit. IX Mike gonna glimpse the Darkseer back. Fear blinking in and clapping down onto Owie, trying to do a little bit of damage, hold him out, but he doesn't even have his split anymore, so he's gonna go down. He's even silenced, so there's nothing for him to do. Deafening Blast gonna buy him a little bit of space, but it's not enough. Universe from the low ground, trying to do as much damage as he can. Here comes Demon's ultimate, gonna do a little bit of damage to Owie, but he's still alive. He's just standing his ground. He's gonna get right click down. Yes, the last hammer blast from Disruptor gonna take him down. But there's a very angry Shadow Fiend clone working down Nova. Fogged is on the chase too. Is IX Mike. And Universe trying to go for Owie, but Owie with that BKB, way too tanky. Gonna pop the Chronosphere for just one. He's gonna get that kill, but at what cost? Because Demon is still here, and Owie is on the run, 177 HP. Demon just needs that Shadow Blade to come off cooldown once more, and Tranquil Boot's gonna buy him a little bit more time. In the meantime, Sneaking running away from Fear. He does have his Blink Dagger up in 3, 2, 1. Blink, clap. Blink, clap. Try to get a body block, but Sneaking with that surge a little bit too fast. Demon is still looking for Owie. He's not going to find him, I don't think. He's not. Oh no, Sneaking got glimpsed back by IX Mike. Going to try to run away from this, but can't. Fool me once, fool me twice. Hold that whole saying. And Volker picks up a kill. Gonna go for a Force Staff, I expect. And Demon actually making a Shadow Fiend work. Ultimate is not the most reliable ultimate. It is definitely no Ravage. But if you could actually land a good one, it's a lot more devastating than Ravage, because it insta kills people. What more could you want? So far, Shadow Fiend is playing pretty much like a pure DPSer. Just get right in their faces and just shoot your little soul blasts at them. If he gets a BKB up, I don't really think he needs a BKB. Actually, Telekinesis is the only real hard disable PB has besides the bash of the Faceless Void, who now has crit. So yeah, he wasn't interested in finishing that Mjolnir. He's just going to go for damage at this point. I don't really like this, because if you're going for Maelstrom, usually you want to get attack speed, because Maelstrom doesn't really add the most flat damage. You rely on the chain damage. I mean, like, that's all well and good, but the crit, you have to rely on straight up damage, and this has a different type of damage. You're really like splitting your damage two ways, wherein it's usually better to just consolidate it into one. Demon gonna teleport out of here, I guess, or just stay there and have a little vacation on the side of the map, all alone. So it is a kind of funky build coming out from Owie, but it's Owie, so what do you expect? I'm not sure if he's actually going to finish. Okay, taking bets, Daedalus or Mjolnir. I feel like he would like the attack speed, although Daedalus is a lot more fun. You could kill people in like 3 hits if you're lucky. Either way, he's actually going to sell his Tranquil... No, he disassembled the Tranquil Boots, sold the components, and got Treads. Okay, so he's getting a lot of attack speed from his other items. He does have that hand of Midas 30 attack speed, and then it's a little more attack speed coming from the Power Treads. So his attack speed shouldn't be that bad. It's definitely going one step at a time, though. They are going to see Sneaking on the high ground, or maybe they think someone's invisible. Demon's going to check it out. Sneaking does know that they're there now, and Demon's going to circle around. Everyone from PB is up in the mid lane. They do have the Death Prophet ultimate. They do have the Chronosphere. Death Prophet, Death Prophet does not have a level 16 though, so it's not the strongest. Faceless Void is level 18, so that Chronosphere is going to last a very long time if you can get a good one off. We're going to push onto this lane. Try to take this tower down. It's going to be very risky, because when you push, you generally tend to clump up. Demon and Fear are here. They have a Shadow Blade pop. Fear blinks in and claps, and Demon with the double damage rune just annihilating that Chen. He's going to annihilate everyone. Meanwhile, the Chronosphere onto the Faceless Void, but he gets Cyclone because he didn't pop his BKB. Universe is going to get popped by the Darkseer Wall of Illusions, and Sneaking getting worked on by the Panda, as well as the Shadow Fiend with that double damage rune. Owie, it doesn't matter how farmed you are, double damage rune on a Shadow Fiend, you cannot fight this. Tides of Time is the only one to escape, teleporting away. And I feel like Demon has had a double damage rune for like 50% of this game. That double damage rune definitely won them that fight, or at least minimized the casualties on their own side. Leshrac was the only one to die from that. He does have a Bloodstone, so that even gave a little bit of healing to everyone. And Invoker now has a Sheep Stick, so he's very quick. with that maxed out Wex phase boost as well. No drum, but I think pretty much as close to maximum speed as he really needs to be. The Raxes are now in trouble. Shadow Fiend with a whole bunch of damage. Oh no, way too sexy. You are caught in the kinetic field, and the right clicks from Demon way too much. He actually gets stunned by Ties of Time, and Lestrax split Earth from the Rubik. He's going to get teleported back to the base, but one Rax is going to go down for PB. EG with such a devastating right-click lineup. I don't even know how else to put it. Like, he used the Requiem of Souls, but that wasn't what stole the fight. It was entirely that double damage right-clicking. Meteor going to come down onto the tower. Tower is going to say, well, that didn't hurt that much. The Brewmaster does have the Aghanim Scepter up, so the big ultimates are up for EG. And I think another big important fact that happened last fight, Storm Panda, even though Brewmaster was going for someone, he pulled off a Storm Panda and levitated the Faceless Void. He did not have his Black King bar pop while that Chronosphere was up. So he lost pretty much all the time to right-click down a target. He did get Universe. I believe he got Universe. I can't even see if he got Universe, but Universe did die. I'm pretty sure that was Aui's doing. But unfortunately, it was not enough. He got locked out for too long. It's like PB, after losing that Rax, they're going to try to buy, get the Roshan and try to take a team fight. They do have the Chronosphere. They do have the Wall of Replica. They do have the Death Prophet Ultimate. They're going to get spotted out by the Tornado, however. They got to watch out right now. The Ix Mike, don't get caught there. You're going to get time walked in by Aoi, using his ultimate only for Boba. Boba's probably going to die. Ix Mike is still on the run. Looks like he's going to escape. Boba, too. How did they not kill anyone right now? Brewmaster has arrived, and, well, Kinetic Field as well as Static Storm doing quite a bit of damage time as well as way too sexy. Brewmaster is here, going to pop his ultimate, going to annihilate the Chen in one blast. Ix Mike has gone down. The Wall of Replica has dropped. Oh, no, you do not want to be sitting there. He's going to take a full Requiem of Souls. I think he actually backtracked that damage, actually, so that was kind of disappointing. Sneaky, getting blocked by Brewlings. He's going to take a rock to the face. Brewmaster pick up yet another kill. Wall of Replica is going to not kill Bulba. Fogged is the last one alive. He's pretty tanky, but he's not tanky enough because these Broodlings are just vicious. Sunstrike not going to hit, but it doesn't matter because Demon at this point is soloing Roshan. Picked up an Ethereal Blade. This is the first time I've seen an Ethereal Blade on someone other than Morphling. How did Super do it? Maybe Bulba's not feeling the Invoker, I guess. I've never seen an Ethereal Blade on anyone except for Morphling. He tried to shotgun down the Faceless Void with his ultimate combo, but I'm pretty sure that got backtracked. I'm actually going to check. 30 minutes? So yeah, if you want to see that, stay tuned for that. I'm going to see if he actually did backtrack. It didn't seem like he did anything. But if he did manage to get it off successfully, that Faceless Void would have been dead. Bulba Cycloning up, Fog, Telekinesis up onto Fear. This game is still not over. It's not like you good for PB, however. Tornado going to come in, not hit anyone, but Fog has popped up his ultimate once again. Looking for someone to kill, but I don't think it's going to happen. Actually, they're going to get Universe. Universe is in the wrong place. Oh no, Demon, what the hell are you doing there? Just going to right-click down everyone, getting a double kill on Chen. Fear trying to get a clap onto Fog, instead using Drunken Haze to try to slow him down. Cold Snap onto Fog, going to glimpse him back, and then perfect raise, spot on, getting triple kill for Demon. Heading towards the top lane, going to take the second set of frags. Faceless Void and Darkseer are the only ones up. They could do something about that. They do have their Chronosphere up. They do have the Wall of Replica up. But the Raxes are falling very quickly. They have to do something now if they want to do it at all. Aoi, where is your time jump? There it is. Can go for Chronosphere, but what the heck? Vacuum pulling them to the edge. Aoi taking so much damage from Demon. He cannot withstand that Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does too much damage. Glimpse back onto Aoi. And put him right back into a Deafening Blast. Raise follow up. Clap from Brewmaster is going to take that down. The Raxes are all falling, and Ties of Time is trying to... Real? He's trying to run away. And, okay, so everyone's just leaving. So I'm just gonna wait for the score screen, I guess. But EG with that Shadow Fiend pick, just doing work right-click wise. Something you don't really get to see that often from a mid solo, transitioning into a right-clicking build. Rare treat to see a Shadow Fiend at all. Simply too much for PB. So PB, who went 3-0 versus AL, lose 3-0 to EG, who EG, they're now kings of the hill. They're going to win $100, I believe. I actually haven't looked at how the prize pool worked all that much. Pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure I'm right. And I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be second guessing myself, but EG is now king of the hill. We're going to see who EG gets to fight for the next round. But, hold on. I'm just gonna... Could I back up a little bit from here? Okay, there's a little before this. Where's the shotgun? Oh, that's not it. Okay, we're gonna quad time it. Follow demon. Oh wait, I skipped way far back. This is the one where you just steamrolls everyone, of course. Okay, demon. Okay, this is the take a rack, and then PB look for Roshan. Get it. Demon, 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 demon. What a baller move! Ethereal Blade on Shadow Fiend. Who would have thought? Beautiful. I love it. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, he's not in there yet. Get in there, demon. Get in there. There's a fight happening. Okay, here we go. Pick up a double damage rune again. Are you serious? How many double damage runes have these? Whack ties of time. Vacuum back to the wall of replica. Shotgun owie. And owie 615 health. 450. I don't think that definitely would have been done more than 450. Well, either way, thanks for watching, guys. EG are now kings of the hill. I will be casting all of the attempted throne takers, I guess you could say, from the Absolute Arena King of the Hill. So look forward to that. We'll also look forward to the International. So excited for that. Thanks for watching, guys. We get to see Sneaking die in super slow motion, and then that's it. GG, guys.